$3
Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy rydollaz and welcome back to the channel. With Black Ops 6 dropping, I'm back on Call of Duty for the first time since the end of Verdansk. Not gonna lie, it's been kinda crazy, and I've spent the past 2 weeks just trying to get up to speed. It kinda feels like I'm trying to board an already moving train, so needless to say, I'm a little behind on the grind. But if you're like me and haven't played the game in a while or are new to the game, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm gonna break down the best controller and graphics settings to help you maximize your potential and dominate. I'll also be sharing everything I've learned so far and documenting my progress as I continue to improve, so make sure you're subbed for that. And hopefully, starting with today's video, we can make all this feel less convoluted and overwhelming. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. I'll show my graphics settings first. So display mode, you're gonna want it on full screen exclusive. This is just my display monitor. This is my humble 3060 Ti. My monitor's refresh rate is 165. I'm playing in 2K, so it's 2560 by 1440, but you're just gonna wanna select your monitor's resolution. If it's set to auto, that's fine. This is the same thing. If it's set to auto, that's also fine. And at the end of all of this, you're gonna want to hit restart shaders preloading once we're just done with everything. Restart your game. All the changes that we implement in terms of settings and everything will take effect at that point. Display gamma, I have it set to 2.2. So 2.2 is essentially just for if you're playing on a monitor. 2.2 is going to be what you want to pick for the display gamma. If you're playing on a TV, you're going to want to pick 2.4. Gamma and brightness. It seems that the meta is setting it to 55, so that's what I have it set to. But again, you don't want to go too crazy with this. So far, this has been working for me. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I have it set to on. Essentially, if you're quote unquote GPU bound, you're gonna have it set to on. If you're CPU bound, you're gonna wanna have it set to on plus boost. Eco mode preset, I'm gonna set to custom. VSync gameplay off. VSync menus, I'm gonna set this to off. Custom frame rate, I'm gonna set this to custom. Lower this down, put in 162 for this and 60 for this. So I have it set to 162. Legend has it that setting it 3 below your monitor's refresh rate will just, prevent various hitches and stuff. So since my monitor's refresh rate is 165, I have this set to 162. So don't ask me why, but it's been working for me. So that's what I'm gonna have set to. I'm gonna have this set to optimal. Pause game rendering off. Reduce quality when inactive. I'm just gonna leave these all on like the default settings, and then the high dynamic range HDR setting, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna apply that, confirm it. All right, so it automatically sets to NVIDIA DLSS, and you can see like I can't change my resolution to 2K, which is 2560 by 1440 to match my monitor. I don't know why it's just custom set to this. I don't wanna pick any of the, preset options. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it to Fidelity FX CAS, which seems to be the meta from what I've learned. And now you see I can change my resolution. So what you're gonna wanna do is just make sure it's set to Fidelity FX CAS, and then make sure your monitor resolution matches that, what it says on the left here. So set it to 100. Everything looks good, it checks out. Dynamic resolution off. People with like top end PCs will set this to 90. I found that 80 works for me, but yeah, and then people keep this at 80. I found that dropping it down to 75 works for me. You could drop these two values even lower if you were just trying to really like squeeze out every ounce of performance that you can, but I found that 80 and 75 are, kind of a sweet spot. Seems that like variable rate shading is kind of a hot button topic. Like some people hate it, some people keep it on. I'm gonna run it on. I'll let you know if I end up turning it off and something changes with that, but yeah. Texture resolution. If you're trying to maximize your performance, you can have this set to very low, but then your game's just gonna look pretty bad. So I found that I'm just gonna keep it on low. I don't want my game to look like shit or look like complete shit, but I also wanna get as much performance as I can and just make sure that I'm not straining my PC too much. So set that to low. I'm gonna set texture filter anisotropic to low. Depth of field, I'm gonna turn this off. Detail quality low. Particle resolution, so this is like a very graphic intensive. You're gonna wanna turn this to very low, but I think regardless, even if you have like a top end PC 4090 and everything, turn it to very low. Bullet impacts, I'm gonna keep it on. Persistent effects, I'm gonna turn this off. Shader quality, set this to low. On-demand texture streaming, for me, I'm gonna set mine to minimal and turn the allocated texture cache down all the way to 16. Local texture streaming quality, I'm gonna set it to low. If you wanna maximize your performance, you're gonna wanna set this to very low. However, I'm gonna have this set to low since I'm a content creator and don't want my shadows looking all blocky and weird. Still seems to like run fine. So, you know, I think either low or very low here. Screen space shadows, I'm gonna set this to low, same reasoning. Otherwise, if you want to maximize performance, obviously turn it to off, but I think in no instance should you have either of these set to like high or ultra. I think that's silly for a competitive game like this, but maybe like, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Occlusion and screen space lighting, I'm gonna turn this off. Screen space reflections, turn this off. Static reflection quality, low. Tessellation, off. Volumetric quality, low. Deferred physics quality, off. Weather grid volumes, off. Water quality, off. Off. Static reflection quality, low. Screen space shadows, low. Yeah, you just want to go through and double check to make sure everything looks how it's supposed to. Just like, it does some weird shit, but I'm gonna apply it and confirm it. And then again, I'll just go through and double check it. Like, you don't want to just be like wasting your time, you know what I mean? But yeah, moving on. Motion reduction preset, I'm gonna turn this off. Field of view. Oh man, so last time I was playing this game, I was on console, Verdansk, quarantine, and you couldn't increase your field of view to PC levels on console. It was just like 80 or 90 or whatever the fuck. So this is a moment for me. But for me, it's 120. You can also run 120, but I think anywhere between 105 to 110 or 120 is gonna be your best bet. ADS field of view, I have mine set to affected. Weapon field of view, I have mine set to wide. Third person field of view 90. Vehicle field of view wide. World motion blur off. Weapon motion blur off. And first person camera movement. This should all just be the default settings, but you can just take a look here. I didn't change any of this. So moving on to controller settings. I have my button layout set to default. I would be running tactical. I feel like tactical feels the best, but I'm balling on a budget and, you know, I don't have the means to replace my controller as my potentiometers just start to fail. But you know, if there are any controller brands out there that want to sponsor your boy, hit me up. But yeah, if you play claw or you have paddles like I do, default will work. However, tactical I think is really good. It's worth considering. If you don't have paddles or you don't play claw, I think bumper jumper or bumper jumper tactical are button layouts worth considering as well. I was running advanced look controls in Apex, so I told myself that I would keep it as simple as possible moving forward. I know that some people run 7.7 or 8.8 and they adjust their ADS sensitivity, which I'll show you in a minute, but for me right now, I've been running 6.6 and it's been working okay. I have this off, low motor strain preset off, bumper ping. I used to be a bumper ping boy in Verdansk on console. I've done the whole bumper ping thing, just being honest, don't do it. So this is essentially just using the bumpers to ADS and shoot. And I had run this for a long time. I think the benefit here is either it's like more comfortable or maybe your hands are smaller, or what my logic was on most controllers, there's less latency on your paddles, or not on your paddles, on your bumpers than on your triggers. So it just means less distance for the input to travel before it engages, if that makes sense. So you don't have to pull down on the entire trigger for there to be a response in the game. There's just less distance to travel when you're pressing down on the paddle. Or on the paddle, why do I keep saying that? On the bumper. I think it depends on your controller. But again, it's like preference. For me personally, I have this off right now, but there are some advantages to running it, and it just depends on you as a player and your controller and your specific controller that you're using. But for me, I have mine off right now. Controller vibration, I have it off. Dead zone inputs, I've played around with this, so I have my left stick min and my right stick min, which is just your inner dead zone. I have them both set to 2, just to keep it flush. But I've seen some people take their left stick min down to 0, or have it be a different value like 1, and then have the right stick be like something higher. But for me, I'm just gonna keep it flush for now. Right stick max, set it to 99. You could have like it be a low value like 1 or 2 or something, it just depends. But for me, I have mine set to 0 right now. I want it to be as responsive as possible. It's just kind of like the idea I talked about with why you would, you know, play with a flip button layout. So since I'm not playing flipped, I want to just maximize the responsiveness that my controller can output, or something low. Just keep it a low number, as low as possible. My left stick max, so I've played around with this. Some people go really low. Some people play it the same as what their right stick max is. But for me, I have mine set to 70. It's just more responsive. And for me, I just try to do little things like this to like increase my controller's, you know, long-term health. Because there's nothing worse than just dealing with like, you know, equipment issues, playing with a broken controller that doesn't feel good and stuff, especially with just like, if you're a grinder like me and you just keep playing, like you just want to do everything you can to make sure your controller stays as healthy as possible for as long as possible. And just with how the Omni movement feels and stuff, I feel like 70 feels pretty decent to where you can still, you know, kind of finesse just like walking to running. And yeah, it's just like less effortful to like fully engage and or just get your character, in-game character, to just respond to your actions and stuff. Anyways, yeah, that's my logic. It's been working for me, but let me know what you guys are running down in the comments below. Would be curious. I think this is like a very subjective one. Sensitivity multiplier, so yeah, like I said before, if you set it to like 8.8, I've seen people take all of these numbers down to 0.9 or 0.8. I think a popular one is also, if you have it set to 6.6, I have mine set to 6.6, and then just everything here is just, you know, default, but you could lower the ADS sensitivity multiplier down to 0.8 or 0.85. If you have this set to 7.7, I've seen some players run 0.85 here. It's preference at the end of the day, but for me, I have it just set to default right now. Like I said before, I'm just trying to keep my settings like as simple as possible, and I'm not trying to overcomplicate it at this stage is my point. I have this set to standard, aim assist on, motion behavior off. This doesn't matter because I'm not using a motion sensor. Aiming advanced settings, this is all standard. So for me, I'm running gradual, assist, and dynamic. And yeah, so yeah, gradual, assist, dynamic here. Movement settings, I have my shit set to tactical, sprint assist. Sprint assist delay, make sure this is on 0. Sprint assist sideways and sprint assist backwards, turn both of these on. I have mantle assist off. Crouch assist, I have this set to off. Corner slice, I tried this. It's really weird. I'll show you a clip of what it looks like right here. I don't think it offers a competitive advantage. It's pretty annoying, so I ended up turning it off. Slide dive behavior, I have it set to hybrid. I'm still getting used to it, but this seems to be meta. Auto door peek off. Automatic airborne mantle, I have it set to partial. Sprint restore on, slide maintain sprint on. Parachute automatic behavior, I have it set to free fall. Mantle cancels reload on. My vehicle advanced settings, you could just copy these, but I'm pretty sure they're just all default. I haven't changed anything. Movement advanced settings, sprint behavior, sprint and tactical sprint behavior. I have it set to toggle. Auto move forward off, grounded mantle, I have it set to on. Tactical sprint activation, I have mine set to single tap sprint. Plunging underwater, I have it set to trigger. And sprinting door bash, I have it on. Aim down sight behavior, I have it set on hold. Weapon mount activation, ADS plus melee. Dedicated weapon activation, hold melee. Armor plate behavior, apply all. C4 detonation activation, all at once. Equipment behavior, hold. Manual fire behavior, press. These are my combat advanced settings. Important ones would be interact reload behavior is tap to reload. Sprint cancels reload. I tried this on, and I know a lot of COD creators like this feature, but I think I hated it, so I turned it off, and it's been working better for me, but I'll let you know if I change my mind on that. ADS stick swap, I have it off. depleted ammo weapon switch. I ended up turning this feature off in Apex, but for now in this game, I'm gonna keep it on. We'll see what happens. And then for this, it's up to you between prioritize finishing move and prioritize body shield. I might prioritize body shield right now, fuck it. Just because I'm a little toxic. But yeah, that's all those settings. Let's do audio settings. These are my audio settings. For the purposes of this video, I turned the gameplay music volume and the cinematic music volume down to 0, but I think before I had this around like in the 20s, and then the cinematic music volume I had it set to 50. I think that was still a little high. The music in this game is pretty good, but I'm kind of liking how quiet it is right now, so yeah, that's just food for thought with that. Speaker output, see, like it says default. I just made sure I pick stereo. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Art is War audio tune to come out, and I want to try it and try and set it up once he puts it out, but I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole pay to win enhanced headphone thing that's going around, so I have it off. I have my audio set to Treyarch Mix. I've tried Sucker Punch. I haven't committed to it yet. I think it's just as good, if not a little bit better, but I'm just running this for now. We'll see if I change it. Mute game when minimized off, mute licensed music. I turned this on for the purposes of this video and just as a content creator, but reduce tinnitus sound, I turned this on, and I have my hit marker preset on default. Voice chat volume, I think the default here is like, it says 25, but for me it was 50. I had to turn it down to 30. Like I do want to hear people in prox chat or just the last words voice chat. Like I just wanted to make sure I could hear them, but sometimes in your prox chat or just people on your team are just like 50 was like too loud. Their audio quality sucks. Like, so yeah, I have this set to 30. That's been working okay. I have all of these on game voice channel, all lobby, microphone level. I think I sound okay. And I have my shit set on push to talk. Input device. I always unplug my microphone. That's probably why it just doesn't read it and it just has it on default communication device, but I'm just gonna manually click it. I guess I could test my microphone. So it works. Okay, so you're gonna wanna go over to interface. I'm not a new player, but I've forgotten a lot in the past 4 years, so I have tutorials on right now. You could turn these off if you want, tooltips also, but I'm gonna keep these on for myself. Telemetry, I have everything off except for server latency, the FPS counter, and the clock. This is all default. Oh, an important one would be color customization. Yeah, so for me, everything is default in terms of the color palette, except for the enemy color. I changed it to this purple color. So enemies will be highlighted in this light purple. And then for color filter, I have mine set to filter 2, both 100 for the world color intensity and 50 for the interface color intensity, but you could set the interface color intensity to 100, or if you just don't want it to impact the interface, you can set this to world. Interface meaning just like the menu we're in right now. It'll just be more vibrant and richer, like a richer color. Makes your game look better, look less dull, you know what I mean? And then for the gameplay HUD presets, I've thought about running magnified just because looking at the mini-map is an area I need to improve. So for HUD bounds, I bring it all the way in just so my eyes don't have to like move from the center of the screen all the way to the edge of my screen, and just, again, just like the reasons why I would consider running magnified, just because the mini-map is so important in Call of Duty. But yeah, so I bring it all the way in as far as it can go. Minimap shape, I have mine on square. Minimap rotation on, radar off. Compass type, I set to minimap. Yeah, this is all default except for my crosshair. Crosshair on, and then this is my crosshair color. It's just, it's called light washed spring green, I think is like the name of the color, but it's what I've been running in other FPS games, so I just decided to keep it consistent. It's just the color I'm used to looking at. And yeah, go back to the graphics tab. I'm gonna close my game out right now and show you some other settings that you need to change really quick. But I'm gonna restart shaders preloading right now, and then I'm gonna exit out of my game and let it do its thing. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna go into your search bar. You're gonna type Call of Duty, just the file folder, hit players. I'm gonna wanna scroll down to where it says s.1.0.cod24. You're gonna open that up. and we're gonna look for a couple of settings here. Sorry, I'm just going off of memory right now, but I think the first one you want to change here is maximum number of AI corpses, corpse limit, set to 28. And you know, on the right here, it says 0 to 28. So 28 being the max value. You're just going to want to take this number down to 0. Show blood effects, I'm going to change this to false. Weapons eject brass. I'm also going to change this to false. Catmull Clark subdivision level. It's manually set to 3, or it's just automatically set to 3. I'm gonna turn this to 0. Here's an important one. So thread count for handling the job queue. My CPU is a Ryzen 5 5600X 6-core processor. So this is the number of cores. Rule of thumb is just take it down 1. So I'm gonna set it to 5. Okay, yeah, this one I was looking for. When limiting blood effects, number of milliseconds between effects, blood limit interval. I'm gonna set this from 330 to 1. And then static sun shadow moment clip map resolution. I'm gonna set this to 0 from that big number right there. And that should be good. So you could just go through and double check the ones that you changed to make sure that it's the correct value. You're just gonna want to save it, X out, and X out of that. And you should be good. Other settings you could change is just power. Choose a power plan. Yes, I'm gonna choose a power plan. So I have mine set to ultimate performance. You're just gonna want to change that to whatever the highest performance value is, just to make sure your PC's outputting as much power as it can to run the game as smoothly as possible. Oh yes, game mode settings. Game mode, turn this on. I have hardware accelerated GPU scheduling on. Game bar, go and turn this off. Next, what you're gonna wanna do is right click anywhere, go to NVIDIA control panel. Just make sure your resolution is correct and your refresh rate here is important. Like, make sure it's set to the right one because you don't wanna have all of your settings set up to be running at 165 Hertz, which Hertz essentially just means frames per second in this context. So you're trying to get as much FPS as you possibly can, but you're limiting yourself at 60 Hertz. That'd be funny. Don't do that. Desktop color settings. What you want to do here is raise this value, which is just digital vibrance, and it'll just make your game look a little bit better. So I raised mine to 55%. I've tried as high as like 70%, but with my monitor's color is pretty good as is. So it just started to hurt my eyes a lot. So yeah, but you can like kind of mess around with it. Video color settings. I think it's defaulted to with the video player settings. I just select with the NVIDIA settings and then I change it from limited to full. I think that has made a difference, to be honest. Then I'm gonna go to manage 3D settings, and you can go ahead and copy these. I read them out loud. Is that what I'm supposed to do as a content creator? Image scaling off, ambient occlusion off, anisotropic filtering, application controlled, anti-aliasing, FXAA off, anti-aliasing, gamma correction on, anti-aliasing mode off, background application max frame rate off, CUDA GPUs all, CUDA, sysmem fallback policy driver default, DSR factors off, low latency mode ultra, max frame rate off, monitor technology G-Sync compatible, multi-frame sampled AA off, OpenGL GDI compatibility auto. Select my GPU here, GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. Power management mode, I prefer maximum performance. Preferred refresh rate, application controlled. I think that's fine. Shader cache size, driver default. Texture filtering on, texture filtering, or it's anisotropic sample optimization on. Texture filtering, negative, LOD bias, allow. Texture filtering quality, high performance. Texture filtering trilinear optimization on, threaded optimization auto, triple buffering off, vertical sync, use the 3D application setting, virtual reality pre-rendered frames 1, virtual reality variable rate super sampling off, and Vulkan / OpenGL present method auto. But yeah, you should be set with that. I'm pretty behind on editing and stuff, but I am gonna throw some clips at the end of this video just cause. Be nice, and let me know in the comments if this video helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh. Oh yeah. That was kind of tight. Ha! Mm-hmm. Ha.
Sniper is dead. Move.
Standing by.
Okay, practice is over. Sniper is history.
And confirm. UAV above. Enemy sniper shooting. Mark's been deleted.
You fucked.
Requesting UAV tactics.
Here we go.
Okay.
BT under fire. They're right there and good. Finish the job.
Enemy target eliminated. Scout pulse activate.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
Damn, how does it feel?
Enemy
Get shit on.
Got our HBT. Hostiles are claiming the lead.
Uh-huh.
Available.
Fuck down, kid.
Standing by. Available.
Oh my god, you should have been dead.
Ah, you're tripping.
I'm dead ass.
Standing by. Your scrambler has
Damn,
been
bruh. Oh my god, I'm so good.
Come on, bro. Fucking, bro, I need an extended mag on this bitch or something.
That sounds like excuses, bro.
Yeah, that is my excuse.
Damn, that was you again? Shit.
No, not even.
You made it look easy, Crimson.
Scoreboard. Scoreboard.
Got you, you fuck.
Scout pulse available. Hard point located.
Hostile shooter. I got this sniper. Let's go.
Hard point attack. Hard point locked down.
Hostile shooter. 5 kills. Get to the rooms.
Hostiles attached to hardpoint.
Oh. Get fucked, you bitch. You too.
Up the lead.
That zone.
Triple kill. Oh shit, dude. Fucking fuck.
Taking B. Rydollaz.
That's it. We have a sniper.
That's right.
I got the top.
Get shit on.
Point active.
Spotted enemy string mine.
Get shit on.
Enemy long rifle is active.
Oh. Oh, get fucked, you little. Yikes. Ha! Oh, you suck!
Oh, I could have swore I hit. Oh, what the F?
What the F?
Oh, I did.
Sniper's history.
Oh, yeah.
Lost Alpha. Securing B. Securing C. The lead is up.
Oh! Get fucked! I'm better than you. Get shit on. Nice. Oh, I hate you so much. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's sick. Oh my god, I'm so much better than you.
Locking down target. Securing. Losing B. Securing C. Taking Alpha.